guys, and welcome back to The Sims 4, and welcome back to another room build. I've been doing a lot of room builds lately. I haven't really had the heart for a whole build, like a whole house or a whole community lot lately. Not that I don't want to, just that I haven't had any ideas that I've fallen in love with yet lately. I think it's just because I've been so busy sitting down. I just want little scoops of fun creative process, little projects. I've been doing that with painting and other things too, where it's just little projects, things I can finish in a day or two. But I really enjoyed this office. It's kind of my typical style of like a super cozy academic office, but with a little bit of a crystal twist. I decided about midway through it'd be really fun if this office had a specific purpose, and I really like the crystal pack, and I kind of got inspired by the bookshelves, so I decided to kind of lean into it, and it would be a good room to tack on if you were just getting the crystal pack, or were adding a crystal worker. I'm not sure what they would be called. There's a gemologist? There's a word for what this. Anyways, if your sim was going to do that kind of stuff, this would maybe be a good room to tack onto the back of your house. It's got a little bay window, got a little desk space, got all the stuff you need to be like making gem projects, either little stand-up-y guys or the jewelry. There's some places to put jewelry, and there's a little, I put the jewelry stand in here, the charging table in here, but realistically you would probably want to pull that outside because it charges on the moon. But it's in here so that you have it, and that way it has a place in the office too. If you're like, maybe you're tacking this onto a residential rental and you want your sim to be able to pull it inside when they're not using it so that others don't. I'm not sure why you would, but maybe you do. That way you can. There's a place for it in the room. There's like a setup for it. But it went with lots of browns, lots of warm tones. I got to use the new pillows in here. I'm very excited about it. They're so fun, from the login event. Now, I'll be entirely honest with you, and I know I'm late to the party talking about this. Not only am I late to the party because this video is going to be going out later than when I record this, probably by a couple weeks, but also because I'm recording this a couple weeks late. The event just ended, to my knowledge, or I guess the last drop, if you will, just dropped. So I personally now have everything. I was very much against it when it first happened, and I don't think my opinions have changed. Now, don't get me wrong. The things that we got for free from it, I very much appreciate. I think the pillow is going to be one of my more used items. I like the idea that we have one of the fancy, whatchamacallits. Oh no, trash cans, but what's it called in game? You know, the ones that eat the plates and give you the money, the like fancy trash cans. We have a different skin of that, and that's really nice. That'll make it significantly more usable. And I think the new hair and the new trait and stuff, those things are really cool, and I very much appreciate that they did something from Cass, or a couple things from Cass and a couple more things from Build and stuff like that. It felt like it ran the gamut. There was a lot of really good things about this event. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you can tell there was some thought put into it. Having said that, I hate the way they went about it. It does seem like they're being pretty lackadaisical in that you can log in and get a lot of the rewards without having to log in every day, without having to log in on the specific days. It seems. I haven't seen a lot of people saying they missed things or missed days, but it's still worrisome, and it's stressful, and it can be very limiting and very exclusionary if you're dealing with someone who can't play every day. To me, it very much reeks of, we don't recognize our player base. And I know that can sound really silly, but the thing is it really seems like they don't, because a lot of their player base is adults. Yes, they have kids, and yes, it can be even really exclusionary towards kids if you've got a kid who's very academic or has a lot of after-school sports, or maybe you're like me and just grew up in a house where even until high school, until I was able to purchase my own computer, I was still on a limit. You know, it was still, the computer is used for schoolwork, not for games. You know, so that can be really exclusionary because you have to figure out how to log in every day. And as an adult, this feels very exclusionary because sometimes I work projects where I'm on my work computer for 18 hours a day. I simply don't think about logging into The Sims. And even if I think about it, I may not be able to. I may not have the time. I also live out very rurally. And to be honest with you, sometimes my internet dies, sometimes for days at a time, which makes my boss very happy, but also it makes it hard because if I miss the event because my internet's out, like, I'm just out. So I wish either they had done it differently, or I wish they had been very vocal about the fact that this would be incredibly hard to miss. because right now it's all very up in the air for me. And maybe by the time this video goes out, they will have clarified that a little bit more, or we will have found out that it's really easy to get these things. And I know some people were saying with cheats you can get them regardless of the event, and that's exciting, but it still feels like maybe they shouldn't have been locked behind an event that feels stressful. Personally, I hate timed events in general. I play one MMO that regularly has like festivals and stuff, and I love engaging with them, but they stress me out because you have to like earn all the things and do all the things in the time, and some of them I just don't engage with anymore because I don't have time as an adult who works and has other responsibilities. Similarly with the Dreamlight Star Pass, I think it's not a bad idea, and I will say it's a little bit different with the Disney Dreamlight Valley Star Pass in that that's been a feature from the beginning that has always been here's a timed thing, you either engage or you don't. But they stress me out because I don't always have time. I have major projects at work, or my internet's out, or both, or, like this week I've had parties and weddings and family things and family emergencies, and, it's very hard as both a kid and an adult to find time every day to log into a game. And Sims has always been a comfort game because I can leave it for months at a time and come back and it's exactly how I left it. And it's bothersome that's missable now. I worry they're going to set this up to be even worse going down the road. Those are my concerns. I love the idea of it, and I appreciate so much that they gave us free things, and they're good free things. I love the pillow. The pillow brings me a lot of building joy. I just wish there were either some assurances or that they had done it different. Those are kind of my feelings on it. And I know, very, very late to the party. I'm recording this in June, but you're probably not even going to see this till July. And then the event started, I think, in May, but to be fair, I don't know where June went. I've been buried. I have spent most of June just trying to keep my head above water and catch up a little bit. I'm still trying to catch up from March, man. In my head, it's still February, which leads exactly back into my point of, oh my goodness, what if I can't log in every day? It just doesn't, I think for me, the big thing is it just doesn't feel like it fits the vibe of the game. Having said that, though, I did use the pillow in here, and I do love that pillow, and I use that pillow in a build that will be coming up on the channel here shortly, quite a bit to pull in some colors, and I have a feeling that pillow and I are going to be great friends. So I am certainly not complaining about the login rewards that they gave us. I'm just concerned that they didn't perhaps think through the event itself. It remains to be seen. I'm curious to see the fallout of the whole situation. But going back to the build, we have seen, there's a lot been added here. There's a lot of coffee mugs, because I imagine they spend a lot of time in here, and I don't know about y'all, but I tend to accidentally collect coffee mugs in my office, and then I come out, and everyone's like, oh my lord. The nice thing is they're all my mugs. I have a obscene mug collection. I love collecting mugs, and from special events, or friends give them to me, or different exhibits I went to, or a couple of them I just bought because they were too dang cute. The World Market mushroom mugs. I have those, which I claim, and I stand by this, they're practical because they have a lid, and I live on a farm, and they mean I can drink my coffee outside without a little buggies and a little dust getting in my drink. That's how I'm justifying that. I did also buy one singular soup tureen for the mushrooms for similar reasons, because I love being outside when I can. I love taking my work laptop outside, and I'm trying to work on a system where I can edit outside on a computer that isn't attached to the wall, so that I can, and just so I can edit more often. I can edit on the go and stuff. But I love being outside is the point I'm making. But food needs to be covered, because if you drink food and drink, if you take your drink outside, the skeeters or the bumblebees or the dust it will get in your drink, and it's a little not fun to drink a soda pop when Honeybee is also drinking a soda pop. I read an article literally just a few minutes ago. Now, I shouldn't even say this because I should double check my facts first, but it gave me such hope. I'm going to share it with you. The honeybees might be coming back. Like, they might be on an upward tick, which I'm really excited about. I'm so sorry. I feel like I didn't talk about this build hardly at all, but it's a pretty simple office build, and I think I said what needed to be said. It's a gemologist's office, and I think it's really cute, and I think it would be a good fit for a lot of good houses. And I think it was important to talk about the login event because I think I would be remiss to be part of the community and not maybe state a little bit on that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this room. I hope it tacks into your houses pretty well. The little bit of weird visual tearing you might see in some of these screenshots, that's a my computer thing. That shouldn't happen on yours. That's a my graphics card thing. I really like how this room turned out. I've been really into the warm, cozy beiges lately. And I hope you are too. I hope you're enjoying it. I could see myself in real life hanging out in this office. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go. I hope you're having a great day and feeling loved. And if you're not feeling loved, please know that I love you. I'm glad you exist. I'm glad you're hanging out. You make the world and the Sims world a better place just by being you. Next up should be a Minecraft something or other. We'll figure out what to do in that world. I think we're starting the barn, probably, or if we haven't already. And then after that, another Sims build. Nancy Drew should be coming back soon-ish. I have been fiddling around with getting that to work again. I finally got the gumption to do that, so hopefully that series is coming back. But yeah, anyways, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Love you, bye!